Hello everyone, for a quick patch note update video pretty much. So we got the patch notes. There wasn't as much as I thought there was going to be honest. This is pretty much all I got from it to go over. We'll do some other things to it. There wasn't a whole lot, to be honest. I expected a lot more from these patch notes, but we definitely did not get that. So I'm going to go through pretty quickly just so it doesn't be a too long video, since a lot of people already got these videos out, just so it doesn't overrun too long. So I'm going to skip all this ascendancy stuff. We're going to skip it. Anything that was already pre-done, there's no point talking about it again. Let's just move on. So pretty much Ritual League, it's pretty much the same thing. The challenges were still the 40 challenges, the 12 for weapon effect, the 24 for the ritual effect, and 36 for the hideout that we already knew about. And the 19th challenge reward, and every third after that will give you a piece of the totem, like every league. So nothing really changed there. It's still everything we already knew in advance. The new passive tree, everything's the same. So the 15 new divination cards, we only know 2 of them, as far as I know. So there's still a lot we don't know about, and they didn't reveal any in here. The new unique items, we didn't see those. 11 maps, we still only know what we do, and then core and harvest, and then the 2 skill gems they added, which we'll do a hydro spear build later in the league. So it's pretty much what they talked about. So pretty much checks or change, new effects, skills on the bar, the pet stuff. So the only good thing from here is it looks like when you open a portal for the Temple of Azawaddle, or Temple Ukibuki, and the Syndicate, so the Jun and Alva, pretty much, from your hideout, it should be on the map instead of being on them, which will be a lot nicer. More clean, pretty much, for the maps. So, pretty much Heist, the only main things from here to know is Heist is now Act 6 onwards only. Blueprints, if you're going to fracture or split them like we used to make a lot of money off of them, you can't do it. You can do it the same way. It's just when you do that, you won't get a mirror copy anymore. You'll get a mirror copy, just minus the fact that you have to actually reveal all the rooms yourself. So it means that you're gonna need a lot of markers to run these instead of normal. Whereas you pretty much got the one that already had everything revealed. You just bought it split them, fracture them, and it's pretty much random. You now get to sit there and actually reveal them at the same time. So it's gonna take longer. It costs more coins, but it's still doable. And also Vindicate's double chest chance got lower from 20% to 14%. So 6% nerf on Vorkey's double chest. And then also at contracts at 83. 83 contracts get 20% more markers. And then 68 plus contracts get you more markers too. I think that's pretty much it. Experience don't matter. Oh, and also they lowered. So the experience limit also on Heist has been lowered a lot now. So you can't max out experience by running to the end, running back to the end, and keep doing that a couple times. It caps out very quick now. Harvest changed. Nothing really, to be honest, changed. It's what we already knew. Character balance is what we already knew. They changed the tag of a lot of the orb gems. So that's pretty much something new should be coming in. So for the skill gems, I'm not going to go through every single one just because we'll be here all day. And a lot of skill gems repeat themselves. So pretty much the main thing to know is all the new gems, those anonymous divergence, like the ones all the aura stackers use, the angers, the pride, all that kind of stuff, did get heavily nerfed to the point where they'll only give about 1% now at level 20, which is pretty bad. So that's pretty much the only thing to know about those. They all got hit really bad for solo play. Arctic armor, you cannot get that. You can't pretty much instant freeze anymore. Pretty much. So I went through and highlighted most of the good ones. Contagion lost 3 on the radius. It's still very viable. Crack-a-Lance got a nice buff and damage. It's playable now. You probably will see it on Enki's Arc build. Frost Bomb got a huge buff. Hex Blast got buffs all around. The Ray Spectre, which is going to be right here. So Ray Spectre got their gem level from, so level 1, they're at 28, level 28, so that means they're going to die very quick. And 72 at max. Ray Spectres got hit, like the day of the tool, the ones you get from the tool Breachstone, he got nerfed heavy, so now he's not really usable anymore. And also the knife throwing skill from the Syndicate Oppers got hit real hard. So those Spectres are probably not going to be the best now. But I know Ghastly will probably still make a build to break them somehow. The Carrion Golems only lost 20% damage, which I was really surprised on. I really thought that the Carrion Golems and Stone Golems were going to get hit a lot harder than this. Because this 20% is not that much. Yes, it's about it's going to be a good chunk of damage, but I know Grimrow's doing Carrion Golems as a league start, and I think he's already calculated out how to fix it completely, even with the Renewal Ryan Claws nerf, and the Impale and all that kind of stuff. So another good thing to know is, like, Tornado Shot got buffed. Where are you at? Winter Orb got a 0.4 seconds duration, so that could be pretty good for Winter Orb again. Don't know if damage is there, but Winter Orb can be playable. Efficiency for the ED Contagion builds is now level 8 instead of level 31, so you get out early on. And then it's only 10% starting, but it still is no change on the max. So if you're playing ED Contagion, you're definitely going to pick up the efficiency early on, so it should help your damage, because ED Contagion Trickster is still playable. Impending Doom got a huge buff overall for those people who are going to play it. Intensify and Pinpoint both got nerfed. Can no longer support create minions. Because I know Pinpoint was really strong last league, or in Heist League, with the flashback and all that, where people pretty much got to the point where they found how to break it. So it's completely nerfed now. The passive skill tree is pretty much what we already knew. That the Impale Keystone with the Call of Steel combo. I'm not going to go over it again. Ascendancy, I'm not going to go through all this because we've already got this early. We got it all day before anyway, so there's no point in me going through this again. It's the exact same. So item balance did get something very interesting. So now they pretty much made it how the Callus are. It's probably an easy way to describe it. Where you put them in the vendor, you don't know which one you're getting back. They pretty much made it now with everything that we know of. So blueprints now, you can't actually sit there, put 5 on there, see what it's going to give you, take one off, put a new one on. Pretty much that whole thing now is gone, so now it's going to be completely random which one you get back. It should, I'm hoping this doesn't work on maps too, because we don't know, which is pretty much down here. We don't know if this is going to work on maps or not. That's one thing for sure we're not 100% on. Probably just get rid of this, actually make it easier for you guys to read. So that's one thing we don't know. I'm hoping that, because the map one is huge, to see if it's worth that or doing. You can also do the 5-to-1 recipe on talismans. Breach range, there's no point. Just sell them. But talisman one could be interesting to see if the anointments carry over. So another one they changed is the map drops. The map drops from the mines and the temple of Ookie Bookie pretty much now are going to be based on what your map is. So like if your map tier you're running your favorite maps, it'll actually will look into it now instead of just giving you whatever. So that is definitely a very nice upgrade. Eternal Labyrinth Venom Gyre got reduced by 10%. And I guess apparently there was a bug. I didn't even know this was in here. That Blight chests are lucky. The anointment on the blighted maps. Apparently instead of affecting just chests, it was actually doing a full lane itself. So every chest, every blighted thing on that lane was getting affected by it. So I guess now they fixed it so only it's the chests themselves like it was supposed to be. Never knew that. Helmet change, who cares? And pretty much the only last thing really is going to be the cluster jewels. So pretty much heraldry and now applies the exposure got reduced by half. The cluster jewels for Steward Commander, the one that gave it 20% is now 20% instead of 30% for the area effects for the 3. The Rhine and Claws got nerfed from 20 to 12. So So it's not too mild, but I think there's ways of fixing it with the increased area effect, stuff like that. There's probably ways of fixing it. The renewal one got cut in half. We're only doing 5% chance now of doing double damage instead of 10. First one equals went from 10 to 8. And the actual median cluster itself, I don't know why it says. So the one that pretty much did the median cluster that everyone wanted, that used to be 6%, is now got cut to 3. And then the curse one also got cut from 5 to 3. Unique balances, these are pretty much the ones we already knew with a couple other ones. I guess if you're doing unique summon skeleton mages from the Dead Reckoning or a Val summon skeleton, they do more damage now. So people probably could find a way of making that a build. Some of these, they are going to be legacy, like the Lord of Steel's me legacy now. The replica Nebulous is legacy. Myers legacy item. I think that was it, or legacy. So yeah, those are legacy now. Pretty much the map atlas got shuffled. We went over that last league about Barrel Chambers being tier 16, Tropical Island I believe is tier 14, stuff like that. And now Conquer Influence maps have a chance now actually getting Cyrus himself in there. I don't know if that's going to be him doing dive beams on you or not. So it'll be interesting to see what this is like. Xana can now offer missions involving Metamorph, Delirium, Blight, and Harvest, which is really nice mechanics. So I definitely do like this a lot. Definitely makes Xana missions now a lot better to run. For new people, Carrick will not help you like how to fix your Conquer spawning problems and on how to fix everything. Will definitely help new players out. Hologram Master is not in the map system anymore, which we already talked about. All the Xanamods, the exact ones we already knew in advance when we saw the video and we broke it down. Pretty much Legion and Beyond are the only 2 good ones in here. Beyond for late game, and then Legion only costing 6 chaos, means that Legion farming is going to be really fun. User interface, it's who cares really? Don't care. Quest rewards, efficiency is now going to be completing the Cage Brutus. Trinity support is completing Sharp and Cruel, and Hypo Spear is for completing Breaking the Seal. PvP changes, don't care. And then it's just bug fixes, which I'm not going to go over all that. So a link for this will be in the description below. I'm pretty sure right now that everyone's seen this, to be honest. It's just me going through doing quickly on what I think is good. And if you have any questions, put in the comment below. If anyone has things that they think, if we know what you're going to play next league even. So I'm going to put, this video will come out before part 2 that was supposed to be the passive or the map passive tree that was supposed to go out today's video. Or yesterday, I just switched them around. So now that'll be tomorrow's video and this one will come out first. Just so I can fix some things on it. And then Friday's video will probably be what I'm playing for League Star. I'm still going back and forth right now. I don't know. I got a skill tree for both ideas somewhat created. It's from there. I'm not sure which way I'm going. And then I'll probably try to do what builds to play for next league. It's really hard right now. To be honest, ED Contagion Trickster, DD Necromancer, Gladiator, all the bleeds are still good. The Bleed Earthquake build that I put the video out is still playable. Bleed Bow will still see play. All the Impale Max Block, Champion or Gladiator will still play. Champion builds will still see. Fly Flicker Strikes, Slayers, Cyclone builds will see play again. I know Inquisitioner will see play. Enki's Arc build is going to be huge with the rework in that. Crackle Lancer builds probably see a lot of play. There'll be a lot of good options. I'll probably try to make a video on that if I can. It's just I have to figure out where to find build guides. Because some of them are really hard to find right now with all the changes going on. So if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button below. Go follow me on Twitch. And hope everyone has a really good league start. And then we'll probably see everyone on Friday as our next stream day. Because I don't know what we're playing. Got to take some time to figure that out too. So thank you for everyone who stopped by. And hope to see you on the next video.